Shin Megami Tensei fans should prepare themselves for an exciting upcoming indie release. A beloved expo returns once again, and an exciting announcement from Devolver Digital. Well, it involves one of their games at least. And that's not even the biggest news of the week. Hello everyone, and welcome to I Dream of Indie Games. My name is OldGamer Joe, and these are the biggest indie game news stories for the week that was September 2nd through the 6th of 2024. And we thank you as always for supporting independent content right here at I Dream of Indie Games, your #1 source for everything to do with indies. We love you very much, and we appreciate that a show like this is even possible. It's kind of crazy to start a news show based on indies, but I got tired of that echo chamber feeding me AAA news over and over again, and I just had to do something about it. Thanks for being along for the ride. Alright, let's get right into story number 1. You know, I love Devolver Digital just as much as the next guy, but I never thought I'd see the day that one of their published titles was connected to not one, but 2 real-life matrimonies. Yes, you heard that right. PAX Australia will be the host of 2 unholy matrimonies themed around the cult classic, Cult of the Lamb. And no, I'm not making this up. These weddings are completely real and will be officially recognized, taking place on October 13th. I know that games are a wonderful way to bring people together, and this is one of the best examples yet. Even better, fans attending the event are free to watch and enjoy the festivities for themselves. Congratulations, lovebirds! On to our second story. Have you had a chance to check out Barely Magic Mike's most recent Golden Genie Lamp award-winning title, Perennial Order? We have a full review here at the channel for you to enjoy. Whether you're intrigued by a plant-themed boss rush Souls-like, or you're just fascinated by getting a behind-the-scenes peek at games in the making, Soy Desco's YouTube channel features several devlogs that give us exactly that, as well as a peek at their other project, Garden Witchlife. Now, I know Mike was a big fan of Perennial Order, to even his surprise, so it's awesome to get some behind-the-scenes insight directly from the developers. As always, we will have links to everything in the description box below. I've misread the title of this game so many times, but I think I finally got it, for your sakes, because DROVA, Forsaken Kin, looks like an awesomely dark pixel art RPG with elements of Celtic mythology, and it's been announced for October 15th of this year for all systems, with a demo available on Steam. You all know I'm a sucker for some well-executed pixel art, and this one definitely looks like it's going to scratch that itch. This game has been in the oven for about 6 years now, so it's pretty exciting to finally have a release date for it. With 40 hours of gameplay promised, thrilling combat, an extensive open world, and a dark, mythical tone, this is one you're going to want to keep your eyes on. Let's keep this indie train rolling with story number 4. The Bang on Balls team is back with a spooky game just in time for Friday the 13th. And I know you're going to comment below with some sort of Bang on Balls joke, so go ahead and do it, why not? Panic in the Woods will be releasing September 13th, featuring survival co-op gameplay. It's great to see the spooky games ramping up now, and it will be really interesting to see how this one comes together. Be sure to check out the full trailer, and the Steam page is also launched. You can check them both out using, again, the links in our description box below. And by the way, if you love independent content as much as we do, consider helping us keep the lights on here by going over to patreon.com/idreamofindiegames, where you can gain Discord access to the greatest indie gaming community, early shows, and so much more. Your new indie gaming community can't wait to meet you. Alright, into story number 5. This isn't your childhood monster catcher, that's for sure. Pry Into the Void has a brand new trailer as well as a new demo that fans of monster taming and Shin Megami Tensei need to check out for themselves. This is actually the first time I've heard of this title personally, but the dark themes and art have piqued my interest on this one. The tagline on Steam says that we'll be prying into the hearts of monsters and people, which is such a cool concept. Playing as the game's protagonist, Joseph, awesome name by the way, you will be recruiting creatures by connecting with them through conversation. This is a really exciting take on turn-based combat and monster taming with a focus on difficult moral choices and heavy narrative, so be sure to let us know what you think of the demo as we eagerly await a release date. Aye, good old-fashioned whodunit mystery in the works next, sublime! Indie darlings, dear villagers, have picked up the exceedingly charming MINDCOP, which is set to release later this year. MINDCOP is a non-linear detective game with distinct monochromatic visuals. MINDCOP has been in development for 6 years now, so it's exciting to hear that it's finally nearing completion and has a demo available to try on Steam. And that leads me to story number 7. We've heard about a lot of great indies today, and we're gonna hear about more at the Indie Live Expo, which will be returning December 7th. Now I know it's not even Halloween yet and we're already talking about December, but if you're watching this channel, you're probably going to want to tune in to this year's Indie Live Expo, as well as their annual award show. Lots of indie announcements I'm sure await, and I always enjoy checking this one out. Hell, who wouldn't? More indie games! Hooray! Alright, time to get into all of the channel content that was featured this week right here at I Dream of Indie Games. A little bit of a slower week, but still some wonderful videos for you to check out. And as we do every week, we kicked it off with upcoming indies. Remember, this is a Patreon perk that you get like 3 or 4 days early sometimes, and it is a rundown of every indie release for the week. Mondays, live right here on YouTube. You can check it out for yourself, but everyone else gets it early, and we had 18 stellar indie game releases this week. And next week, this is already live for Patreon members, 50, yes, 50 games, the biggest upcoming indies episode we have ever done. So get hyped for that, folks. Our full review of Sumerian 6, the newest strategy title from Devolver Digital, is also live right now. Be sure to check that video out as well. Again, links to everything down below. Our review of the outstanding 2D platformer Gimmick 2 is live for you to enjoy right now. You'll definitely want to check that review out, based on the 1992 NES classic. Talk about an unlikely sequel here, but it's a great one. And then I want you to wheel on over to our review of What the Car, which really just went live today, a little while ago, depending on when you're watching this. Be sure to check out that full review. Another excellent title featured this week. And trust me, you're going to want to tune in next week, because we have an insane amount of indie games releasing and being reviewed. Thank you for all that you do for independent content.